If you constantly judge yourself, it's not because you're weak, stupid, incompetent, none of those things. It's because your brain was trained to do it. But most people don't know who trained their brain to do it and how to break this vicious cycle. If you find this video is for you. My name is Yi Qing, and I am a weirdly funny nerd who helps high achievers transcend their childhood trauma and become the most vibrant and authentic versions of themselves. Now, let's take a closer look at this harsh inner critic that lives inside of your head. First, you need to understand that that inner critic is not you. It's not a part of you. It is a part of probably your strict parents, one of your demanding teachers who was withholding approval, one of those voices. But that's not you. So understanding this will help you set a boundary when the little inner critic voice starts to sound. Whenever it starts judging yourself, you have this switch on. You know that, hey, that's not me. It's not me. It's not my voice. So I don't need to listen to it. Remember, you are an adult now. You don't get to be controlled by the nasty little voice that was trained by probably your parents or your teachers, because that's not you. Okay? Now, why do we identify with that voice? The voice is sticky, okay? The voice is very tricky. If it's easy, you probably would not be here. Why do I identify with that voice? It's because as little children, we get to know who we are, or we form our identities from the feedback given to us by our caregivers. That's how. So when you get negative feedback from your parents or teachers, you internalize the feedback and make it about you. That's what children do. So when that little voice starts sounding, you need to understand that that was the little you who internalized a part of someone else into you and make it about you, when in reality, it is not about you. So the first step is for you to understand that it is not you judging yourself. So you don't even need to listen to it. Have that boundary in place. The second thing is when it starts, right? When that nasty little voice starts judging, don't judge yourself for judging yourself. That's how you break the cycle. A lot of people get stuck in judging themselves. It's not because of the judgment itself. It's because they judge themselves for judging themselves. So it's like this snowball is getting bigger and bigger, and then it's even harder to break, right? When it starts, understand that it's not me, and I don't judge it. Just observe it. It will pass, okay? Just like your monkey mind, all those thoughts and worries, they will pass. All those inner critical voices, whenever they start, do not do anything. Do not judge them. They will pass. Let them pass. Know that, hey, I have this boundary. It's not me. I won't listen to you. Now you will leave. Okay? So then they will leave. They will just go away, because that's part of the thought processes. They will go away if you don't do anything about it. If you stop judging it. The more you judge yourself for judging yourself, the more you will judge yourself. That's how the brain works. It's very persistent. So just let them pass, okay? Here, you also need to understand from an evolutionary point of view, our brains are wired towards the negative. There is a saying that goes, our brains are the Velcro for negatives and the Teflon for the positives. What does that mean? It means that our brains will automatically gear towards the negative and grasp the negative, hold on to them. Whereas the positive, we experience them and we let them go. That's why it's important to practice gratitude, because it's a training of your muscle to hold on to the positive and let the negative go. So remember, that's just part of your brain's tendency, because we are wired to detect what is wrong. That's a survival mechanism. But then again, the little you who needed to survive, who needed to have your parents' or teachers' approval to survive, that little you no longer exists. Now you are this fully functioning adult who is capable of being in charge of your destiny. You don't get to let that little you decide where you want to go and what you want to think about yourself. Okay? So just understand it's part of your brain's tendency, but it's okay. Don't do anything about it. Let it pass. Now that you understand this is what's happening, what should we do instead? You need to do two things, okay? First one is practice self-acceptance. It's radical self-acceptance. How do we do that? I will make a separate video on that. But for now, I would just say, whatever comes up, do not resist it. That's the easiest way to practice self-acceptance. Do not resist anything that comes up, be it thoughts or feelings. Just be with them. Be with them, hold space for them, but don't resist them, don't judge them. Just be with them. You're okay. You can feel all the negative feelings, but you're still gonna be alive and kicking, okay? That's the easiest way. No, I shouldn't say it's easy. It's not easy. It's the simplest way, okay? It's not easy. It's a muscle. You gotta practice that. Step one is to practice radical self-acceptance. The step two is give your brain something more productive to do. Why? Like I said, your brain is going to create problems by itself. If you remove the self-judgment, it's gonna clutch onto something else to judge, because you gotta give it a job. It needs things to do. So how do we train our brains to do things to work for us? Is you feed your brain more productive things. It's really like feeding AI prompts, right? You gotta know how to feed better prompts for AI to generate better results. Same thing with our brains. You gotta know how to feed your brain better problems to solve so that they come up with better solutions, more productive solutions. Instead of working against you, your brain works for you. And what do you ask your brains to do instead? Train your brain to solve problems, real problems, okay? Not the problems that you think about yourself, not the self-absorption problems, the real problems. Creation. Do something, learn something new. Identify your fears and go towards that. Do a new exercise, move your body, do whatever things, give your brain productive tasks to do. Give your brain things to solve. Give your brain tasks that actually help you move the needle. Okay? So, excuse me. Pardon me here. Ooh, I got carried away by myself. So, that's how you do it. Because here's the thing. That inner critical voice will probably never go away. But it will go away when you learn how to accept it and leave it alone and switch to something more productive. That's really how it goes. Because you will always, always, always have that little you inside of you, which pops up every once in a while to remind you maybe of your childhood, maybe of, your mom and dad or whatnot. Just know that that's not you, and you get to decide what to do as the empowered you that you are now. I hope you find this video helpful. I will have more useful tips in my other upcoming videos. So if you like my video, do not forget to subscribe and leave me a comment. Tell me what you want to see next. Again, my name is I Ching, and stay tuned. I'm also writing a book. So yeah, that gives you one more reason to subscribe and stay tuned, right? Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next week. Mwah.